Hey, look! I found Jesus in the Old Testament. He's like the snake. He's also like Jonah. Would you move? Get out of the way. I'm looking for Jesus. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how not to find Jesus in the Old Testament. Now, I'm not saying finding types and symbols of Jesus in the Old Testament, such as the snake Moses lifted up, or the experience of Jonah 3 days in the fish, is completely invalid, especially since Jesus referred to the sign of Jonah in the New Testament. But I think looking for Jesus in the Old Testament by taking a magnifying glass to these symbols is missing the point. Because the Old Testament is full of Jesus and you don't have to look very hard to find him. The Old Testament is a book about Jehovah, the Lord God of Israel. And we all should know that Jehovah is Jesus. I mean, really, they look exactly like each other. And sure, on one hand, maybe we've heard this doctrine taught without really stopping to think about it, but what it means is he's right there all over the Old Testament. In the Old Testament, he tells us the relationship he wants to have with us, that he wants to be our God and he wants us to be his people. He tells us what he expects of us as his people, that we are to be holy as he is holy. And he also even tells us how he intends to make us holy. The Old Testament tells us everything the Lord will do for us, that he will fight for us and protect us, that he will provide for us, that he will teach us and guide us, and it even tells us how to listen to his voice, among a million other things. The point is, it's easy to learn about Jesus in the Old Testament because he's right there front and center all along, as long as you're willing to accept that Jehovah is Jesus. And that's pretty cool, actually. I like Jehovah, I like the Old Testament, I like that I can learn from them. And if you want to find out why the Old Testament should be taken at face value rather than explained away, click this video here on the right. That's it for today. See y'all next week.